Hello and good evening. This is Doc Severson for the ReadySetCrypto OMNIA trade of the day for Tuesday, the 13th of October. All right, so far with about 6 hours left to go in the trading day, we have a red candle, and that's not surprising given the fact that we've rallied about 10% on BTC versus the US dollar over the last 6 days. So what do you expect, right? Can't keep going forever in the same direction without a pause. Also, the daily chart is starting to approach exhaustion. It's almost there, and perhaps it's preemptively doing so. A little bit of consolidation. If we go out to the hourly chart, we can see this move here and how strong it's been. And we can draw some fibs off of here, which gives us some, I guess, framework for how we can identify as to whether or not this is just a pullback or something a little bit more sinister going on. So if we take this thing all the way up to zero from the bottom of the swing, right? So over the last 6 days, here's the bottom of the swing, taking it up to the very top of the swing, we can see that the price has it's gone a little bit past the 23.6 retracement, but above the 38.2. That's the level that I'd like to see this hold, especially as much time as it's spent banging on this level, which is about 11,274. So banging on that level, repelled off of that, rallied up from here. I'd like to see this level hold. If we see the price going down to the 61.8 retracement, which is almost exactly at 11,000, if it fails there, then this portends poorly for the rally continuing. This may be a false breakout because of the volume we have not gotten. So again, the reason why we do this is we're not trying to predict the future. We're just trying to set up price levels that we can make decisions by, right? So we are going to identify 11,274 or so as that level should hold short term. We have another, you can see this level here has been a somewhat less important level of support, which is going to be at 11,133. And then this is really the last line of defense for the bulls. I don't mean to be speaking in such a gloomy tone here, but what I'm trying to do is to come up with levels ahead of time in which I can understand where the price is, right? So this is always what we have is whenever we see rallies, we're going to see some type of counter reaction. And then what you have to do is to identify levels which are going to trigger actions on your behalf. So if we see the price lose 11,000, more than likely, it's going to fill in that triangle all the way back down to 10,500. That could be a potential trade, or that could be a way for you to say, okay, time to lighten up on our long exposure. Looking at some other coins in the top 10, such as Ethereum, again, there's no reason to, blow the, there's no reason to call for alarm here. I mean, this is just one little red candle, which is actually still within the range of yesterday's price action on Ethereum. So this one's still looking good. Ripple is just been unable to get above 26 cents. Bitcoin Cash actually is fairly strong today. So this is important to watch that going on. As we talked about, some of the coins in the top 10 have been very strong. And we talked about some on the bottom 10 of the 20 that were not so good. And perhaps we're getting some rotation into those today. Chainlink is, doing okay. Bitcoin SV, not so good. As we get into the bottom of the top 10, we don't see the same level of strength. This is Cardano, which is actually not doing that badly. Here's Litecoin. Litecoin, again, just small red candle so far. Here is Binance Coin, BNB, and this one's actually still doing really well after the breakout that we called the other day. Some of these are doing terribly as we get further and further down the top 20 list, right? So Monero was super strong on the breakout above the ascending triangle on the 5-hour pattern, and this one could use a rest. You can see that this is now hit exhaustion. So to me, all of this is very normal. We would expect to see a red candle, and actually a red candle showing up as we break out is actually a healthy thing because it gives the chart a chance to rest. And we're also seeing that across most risk assets today is that we're seeing some distribution. This shows you once again why we don't want to be buying into a parabolic rally, right? So you want to be entering on a breakout from a consolidation or a pullback, depends on how you do it, but never, never, ever chase after a parabolic coin that is, moving nearly vertically. All right, folks, that is it for today's report. No trades today. We're going to let the market just take a breather, and we'll see what comes out of the next consolidation here. Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow.